Should I consider me? I'm a female 29-year-old. Should I consider my boyfriend, who is a 27-year-old male, jacking off at work a red flag? Yes. Yes, you should. Even after he said that he wouldn't anymore. Oh man, he got caught. You talked to him about it and he keep jerking off at work. Yeah, those are two red flags, sister. Let me read you this very long essay submitted by a listener, friend of the show,
A bedtime story.
love of my life, Shannon. Before I begin, I'm exhausted by our conversations around porn. Oh no, this is not a good way to begin. That's not even the beginning. That's before you begin. Porn has been an issue in our relationship for almost a year now. First, he was doing it daily, and it affected our sex life. After chatting, he admitted that was too much and said that he would not try to do it for 1 month and couldn't. Then said he wouldn't do it at work anymore, which is fucking weird, by the way. He appeared to be successful here. Then he reduced it to 3 times a week, which still sucked because I felt like we weren't having sex as often and it seemed like he was waiting for me to leave to jack off. I'd come back from an errand or the gym and would want to be intimate and he'd just came. Dude, don't come back from the gym. You're all sweaty and shit. Things have been better, but I just found out he jacked off at work again. Dude, people who jack off at work, this is a thing, I guess.
Bro, I've got some comments about this afterwards.
Great.
So.
What do y'all think? I used to be fine with porn, then really hated it because he was choosing it over me regularly. And now I'm more neutral, but I find the need to do it at work pathetic and also really weird and also potentially maybe illegal. I'm also terrified of ending up with a porn addict. My girl, my friend, you already are with a porn addict.
Yeah,
He doesn't think he's a porn addict, by the way. But if you read some of my older posts, you'd know that he was and that those tendencies are still there. I love that this girl thinks I'm going to go do some deep research on her fucking former Reddit posts. Update/new question. Does anybody think if I'm just really extra nice and patient and forgiving for a month, that'll make talking about how I think this is an issue better? Like right now is not the moment for him to intercept this information. Update number 2. OMG. I'm sorry. I cannot respond to everyone and everything right now, but my boyfriend and I spoke tonight and he admitted that the work masturbation was wrong. I said,
I wonder how hard it was. Talk down that was.
Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've said in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna read it again. My boyfriend and I spoke tonight and he admitted that the work masturbation was wrong. I said, I think
I don't
you
know
should
why
find
I'm
a
doing
better
that, baby.
Shut up, Ray. I said I think you should find a better way to cope with stress. He agreed and thought about how stop laughing at me.
So he gets stressed and be like, shit, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta go to the stall at my fucking workplace and jerk off. Ooh. He agreed and thought about how it could affect his career. He mentioned how I'm not cool with walking in on him masturbating while I'm home, but also not cool with him waiting for me to leave to jack off. Oh my god, this girl can't win. So I said, I need to think about that. What do y'all think? I also, last 2 paragraphs, people, home stretch. I also mentioned how I feel like he's not totally present when we fuck. Dog, either your boyfriend's gay or he's not attracted to you. It's one or the other. Anyway, he said that he usually imagines another random person on the internet before he's about to come. Notice how that person is genderless. He says it's because he, one, has a unique kink that I can't fulfill because of his physical limitation. So it's either he's attracted to dudes or he's attracted to like fucking amputees. I don't know which it is.
Kink that I cannot fulfill because of a physical limitation.
And 2, because he says my libido is so much higher that he can't come 2 to 3 times a week and needs to imagine somebody else at the last minute to get him there. Oh my god, your boyfriend's gay, dude. I'm sorry to tell you. Last paragraph. But to conclude, finally, in this fucking weird sexual essay where this girl is totally not picking up on the 17 red flags that have been littered throughout. But to conclude, he says he won't change that because he has this kink and he needs to imagine someone else right before he comes to be able to come before we have sex so much, i.e., 1 to 2 times a week. But he agreed he has a mild addiction that he feels like he can control because he used to watch porn daily and now he only watches it 3 times a week and does not want to do it at work anymore. This has to be a troll job, right?
I
He
don't know,
said
actually.
that even before I said something, he decided that he shouldn't be doing that shit. So I'm trying to wonder what I should do next. What feels right here? This is
Nothing
the
feels right.
longest
Everything feels
longest
wrong.
post I think we've ever done.
It
That's
was
first of all. Thank
funny.
you for the submission. I'm sorry if your kids are in the car on your commute, and I just said "come" like 16 times in the
This
last
is
2
not kid
paragraphs.
friendly. It's on you.
Um, I feel like I gave my advice throughout.
Yeah,
Who
I
wants to
have
go?
some things to say. I have a question first. Well, I have a few things. First of all, like, I know we're laughing, but I do think a lot of men in our generation do have like a porn problem because they grew up with access to it. And I do think maybe a lot of people struggle with that. So that's kind of like legit. Okay. But my
Valid concern.
thing here is like, one, does he work in office or is he working from home? Okay, is a question.
No,
And
he's
two,
at work.
at work, right?
He's
Like
at a
in the
different
office,
location. It might
at
not even
work.
be an office. What if this motherfucker works at a gas station and has to
Okay,
go
so
and
like
yank it
that was a
fucking once a
question.
shift?
But my other thing now though is like, now that people do work from home so often, do you think that people really do like jerk off at work now? Like more like because they're at home? Like no pants on under the desk? Do you think people actually do that now? Because I never thought like, I did not think about it at all until
I
I read
never have
this.
jerked off at work,
It's not a
but, like,
sexy environment,
I mean, I
you
guess a
know?
work from home gives you a level of comfort where, like, you could if you were on your lunch break or something, or, like,
Yeah,
in between Zoom meetings, Jeffrey Tobin, you CNN weirdo, but,
I don't
um,
know. Like, my
yeah.
level of comfort from working from home is that sometimes I wear the sweatpants that I wore to bed, and no one knows because 'cause I've got a nice shirt on, you know? Like, that's my, like, level of comfort, you know what I mean? But I was reading this and I was kinda like, I wonder if this is sort of, like, becoming more of a thing now that people are working from home.
No, I
So
got the impression that this dude jerks
in
off in
office.
another location
Oh, so
other
gross.
than his home.
You know what else? I like, not to be weird, but that I thought of while I was reading this, is that, like, it's sort of, like, easier to just, like, masturbate as a guy, like, out and about, you know what I mean? Just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's
You
yeah,
think
just
it's easier to take down your pants and whip your dick out and masturbate somewhere in a generally public vicinity?
I mean, I think
easier than,
she's talking
like,
about, like, the
being
ease
a
of doing it.
girl.
Like, just
Yeah,
being able to just pull your dick out and just I mean,
just, like, whack at it, yeah,
if you didn't really care about people watching you, I mean, it really is easy just to
yeah.
bang, bang, bang.
I mean, maybe I'm, like, weird, but, like, I don't think it's, like, not like, you
I like
know
that
what I mean? Like,
Rayshawn's
I
I
don't
like that
know.
Rayshawn sounds like a sprinkler, that's funny.
I just feel like it's a girl would have a harder time doing that, I feel like.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like a
mean, I
girl could
gotta
be more
start
discreet about it.
How? Like,
I mean, I guess you could crouch down and start pin finger
Bro,
well, I
under the
mean,
desk,
start
y'all
putting the
haven't watched
fingers.
nearly
I
as much.
don't
Yo,
know.
me and this dude from this post need to fucking compare notes on weird porns
You
we've
guys have been
watched,
watching the
okay?
same links.
I guess, man. Like, I could picture a situation where it's way easier for a girl to masturbate at work if she wanted,
Well, I
whether
always wear
in the
pants.
bathroom or at her desk.
Mm.
Well, she would have to get some I guess she could still use her fingers, you know what I
I
mean?
hate that we're talking about this. Okay, this girl
Really?
obviously missed all of the red flags.
Yeah, he's just
She's
I didn't
missing the
even
obviously
get to give
flags.
my advice yet,
Yeah, yeah,
Kyle.
yeah. No, no, no.
Alright,
You're right, Ray. I'm
Rayshawn.
gonna let you go, but here's the thing, man. She said in here, like, did I miss the red flags? I don't want
Yes,
to date a porn addict.
it's too late.
Dog,
Yeah, well, yeah.
you are already dating a porn addict.
Yeah, you
What
gotta
do you
break up.
think, Ray?
Well, for the main question, of course he's a porn addict. I think you know this. I don't know why you're trying to act like you don't see it. Or I don't know how many Reddit posts because it seemed like he probably did more than one. But yeah, he's a porn addict, And it seems like you're actually like maybe second or third on the list because the man not even imagining you when y'all fucking once or two times a week is a lot. That right there to me is the biggest red sign. He must
Ooh.
you probably
Mhm.
definitely need to get out of a relationship because I don't think he even prioritizes you. But you know, you do what you want to do. I would be more interested in probably figuring out what type of porn he is watching and why it's so you don't have the physical limitation to do this. Because
Yeah.
if you have
What is this
both
kink?
arms and both legs, then I need to know what this shit I cannot do
There's a lot of
because
gear out there,
there's kind of
like,
interesting things. Do you want to be shit in the mouth? Like I don't like.
ugh,
What did he want?
she
I
could
mean,
do that.
exactly. She has the
Like,
physical
I don't
ability to
know.
do that. It's
Oh,
either she's like it's either he's into like amputee porn and she obviously has all her limbs. He's into like chicks with dicks and she doesn't have a dick. That's a
You can
physical
buy one.
limitation for her. Or it's like I don't know, little person porn maybe?
midget. That'd be interesting.
Or just
People
dudes, like
don't say
straight
that
up
anymore.
dudes.
Little people, right, Sean?
I guess the physical. See,
You
I
can
guess
buy a
that
dick.
could add.
It's
Well,
called a
I
strap on.
oh, I thought you were talking about
She
like
could
a real dick, but I guess you can buy a real
well, like,
dick
they're
too.
real realistic looking nowadays, you can get one that's, like,
I've never seen one.
realistic. I mean, me either.
For some reason, I feel like you will have some or a collection of them, or I
A
don't know.
collection? No, I don't have anything. I'm,
Yo,
like,
I know
so
somebody with a
boring.
collection of dildos.
They
It's
seem
an
fun.
enormous collection of dildos, so much to the point that this person would just leave them out in the bathroom after they were done showering all the time.
Oh,
That
okay.
person's name?
I can guess.
Oh, I think I already heard this. Who it is?
Yeah. I'll probably just beep out the name now. But it's a dude, so
I know.
but it's a dude. Okay, so she missed all the red flags. She dates a porn
Yes.
addict.
Yes.
Also, he's probably kind of gay, maybe.
And I think the whole jacking off at work is a little interesting. And I think only like if I was a coworker and I knew that you did that shit, that
I
would
would
be
report you in a
fucking.
second. In a
Yeah,
second. I would be
that's
reporting you. I
really
wouldn't even let you
fucking weird.
finish.
You
I'd
can't
be
not
reporting you.
touch your dick for 9 hours, dude. Like,
One time
go
is too many times.
I
for
Doing
mean, yeah,
it
real.
I think this should
every
just be
day or
funny. Like
whatever,
every time
too
you
many
see that
times.
person get stressed out, they running off to the bathroom. Like you like, what the fuck? Oh my god! And I think he definitely jacks off more than two to three times a week. I think that's bullshit. If he telling you that, that's straight bullshit.
He was doing it every day for a while.
Exactly. He's definitely still doing it every day, but he thinks saying that he's only done it 2 to 3 times a week is like, "Oh, I cut it more than in half." But honestly, I'm still jerking off at my place of employment once a day in
And
the
he got
bathroom.
fresh pussy right next to him. Ain't that the crazy thing? It's like sitting there
He
waiting
either
for him.
hates his fucking girlfriend or he's gay. It's one of the 2.
Mm. And there's nothing wrong with the second one.
But just, like, be open with yourself, admit it. Just say what you gotta say, do what you wanna do.
Serious relationship advice though here, like, because I'm very sex positive, so, like, whatever you have, like, a kink, cool, tell your girlfriend about it, include her, you know what I mean? But if you guys have just totally different libidos, which it seems like you do, he can't respect your boundaries or, be a normal, rational person at his employment. I just feel like there's a gajillion red flags, like, this is just not working. There's no respect,
Yeah.
there's no communication. Like, not
So,
even talking about the jerking off at work, there's a lot of red flags anyway, so fuck
yeah,
it.
the jerking off at work is really, like, the
Bye.
fucking cherry on top of the shit storm sundae, so break up with your boyfriend, he either, doesn't love you or, maybe loves dudes, okay?
It'll be a funny story in a few months.
Yeah, it's a funny story now
It's
for
a
us
funny
on
story
Reddit.
now. Yeah, it'll be a
Also,
funny story for her.
is I don't think jerking off at work like,
What's
the
the
crutch
appeal?
Stressful too, like, the stress. How
I
could you,
feel
like,
like the
unwind to do it?
the
Wouldn't you
feeling that
just be
people
so
can just
tense?
walk in on you would be the.
Ugh.
Then what do you
Isn't
tell
there, like, a
somebody
camera
like?
in your office? Like, I don't know.
Why your pants by your ankles? Like, oh, nah, I
the
Weird.
just had to
link
get one off.
I feel like
says
my work camera is, like, spying on me if I pick my nose. You know what I mean? Like, You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. How can you relax enough to do that? It was just weird. Weird.
Totally get it. Break up with your weird gay boyfriend. The end.
Yeah. The
Not
end.
because he's gay, but because he likes
Right.
guys and he doesn't like you anymore. Okay?
Right, exactly.
Right?
Right?
1, 2, 3. Break up
Break up.
with
Your
your gay
boyfriend.
boyfriend.